Hello, hello. Happy birthday, Aries. Thank you so much for watching today. We are going to start with the singles and then we're going to jump into the couples. All of the readings have been flowing together, so you might want to watch the entire reading. Energies have flown completely through. Be sure to watch your moon and rising sign as well to get a clearer picture and see what energy you're vibing with during this time period. Oh, and don't forget to leave a question down below about what you're here today for. You may be the lucky person who gets a free one card reading and get your question answered. All right. So Aries, we see you in your Emperor energy for your birthday. You are in your true power. Some of my Aries out there are finding themselves in leadership positions in their life, in their career. Many of my Aries who work for large organizations are going to be finding that you might be getting a raise, promotion, or recognition, doing some form of public speaking during this time. So let's just make sure that we keep ourselves grounded and that we don't let our power go to our head during this time, Aries, and also be on the lookout for this type of energy around you, not just your energy, but someone coming in that could be a little forceful or dominant or a little overwhelming around your birthday this year, okay? So let's keep a lookout for this and keep a lookout for any dealings that you have with government organizations regarding your home, regarding your property, regarding your car, work, taxes, and things of that nature. Just double check all your documents, make sure everything is correct. Make sure you haven't forgotten something, okay? So we see happiness. We see a beautiful, beautiful sign. We see the Nine of Cups here. We see you having a great time for your birthday during this time, Aries. Again, you're in your energy. You just want to spend time with family and friends. For those of you who are able to get out around the world right now during these times, it looks like you're going to be spending a lot of time and catching up with family and friends, having outings, celebrating your birthday, celebrating other fun events, just getting out and enjoying the weather. A lot of Aries tend to be outdoorsy people or live in places where they can go hiking and go to lakes and beaches and things of that nature. So we see you doing things that bring yourself self joy and care and tending to yourself and your needs right now. The emotional side of things that truly bring you joy from the inside out, and that being a main focus, which is great. Many of you Aries are focusing on your spirituality. Doing nice things for yourself, massages, taking bubble baths, just anything like that that you find enjoyment in during this time. Just to keep yourself centered and keep your cups full. We see your money looking great. We see gifts coming in for your birthday. We see you getting loans, you getting big checks, finding money, things of that nature. Again, I mentioned promotions and raises with the Emperor card when it came out, recognition. We see some of my Aries having a little bit of a flashy time, doing some spending, enjoying themselves, treating yourself for all of your hard work, and just enjoying your birthday. We see some of our Aries out there buying themselves potentially jewelry or receiving jewelry during this time. We also see you taking short trips. Some of you will be taking short trips to big cities that are near you to go explore, do some shopping, have some fun. So this looks like a great time for enjoyment and a period of happiness around your birthday for my singles out there. And again, singles, you could have someone coming in that is also a fire sign like you. They could be a little dominant and controlling, so I would look out for that, okay? We also see the magician coming out here. We see you using your skills to manifest the things that you want out of life and that being fruitful and these things coming to fruition for my Aries who are single out there. We see your manifestations towards wealth, stability at work, and happiness in your life working out very well for you guys. We see you being diligent about your tasks and your efforts and the things that you want out of life, being cautious, taking the proper steps. We see you guys really contemplating your next moves, making sure you have taken all the proper steps, done all the research necessary, dotted all your I's, crossed all your T's before you move forward. So we see this being an important time for you for decision making. It could be decisions regarding your money, for life, how you're going to move forward. If you're going to potentially date someone, move forward in a relationship. Again, we see another fire sign, potentially another fire sign present here. So, so far, we are seeing fire, earth, and water being represented, okay? All right, we see the Emperor is coming out. Hey, I just said Earth. This is a great time, again, to start new projects, for you to pick up old projects, for you to pick up new hobbies, for new beginnings, births, new cycles to start, new abundant, fertile cycles to start. We see births within the family, announcements of birth. We see projects and graduations and retirements and things of that nature. We see life coming full circle for many of my Aries out there. We see many of my Aries out there hearing who are of the age, finding out that they may be pregnant or someone close to them may be pregnant during this time. Someone important, a family friend, a family member, a friend, a colleague, or someone of that nature. But we see this being abundant and fertile, and if you don't happen to be looking to get pregnant right now, you might want to use protection. It's going to be a happy time. You're going to be out celebrating, having fun. You're going to have plenty of money to do so. Many of you are going to be traveling. So, if you're not looking to get pregnant, you might want to use protection. But we see this as a great time for promotions, raises, anything that you would find fertile and abundant that would bring happiness and joy. We see this being a great time this spring, just really opening up the doors for a lot of you Aries singles out there. And also you could have a someone of the earth sign being a very important, someone who you view as an Empress type energy around you at this time, or reconnecting with an Empress type energy in yourself, or a friend, family member who has that energy. We see an amazing, amazing kickstart to whatever your projects are, whatever you were hoping to get off the ground, whatever you felt was delayed in your love life, your emotional life, your physical, spiritual, mental life. We see cycles ending. We see negative cycles ending. We see Empress grounded energy coming in. We see the wheel of fortune turning in your favor. And we see the wealth card in addition. I mean, this is abundance on abundance. We see multiple streams of revenue being created, or multiple monies coming in from different ways right now during this time period for my Aries. So many of my Aries are going to be experiencing a wealthy period right now during their birthday. Many of you are going to be seeing bonuses on checks. You'll be getting gift cards and gifts, things that are worth something, things of tangible value you'll be receiving around your birthday time this year, which is awesome, Aries. Many of you are going to, who might gamble, might see gambling winnings during this time. Your stocks are paying off. You might sell things that have lots of value, inherit things of value, be gifted things of value. Jewelry was really standing out to me. You might be receiving of some sort of a jewelry on or around your birthday as well. Okay, we see poverty. Okay, come on, don't feel that way, Aries. I'm getting this energy as a lot of my Aries feeling like they've been out in the cold from maybe some friends, some families, and things of that nature. Just kind of feeling like you've been left alone with your animals and just kind of kicked out and cast aside. But the 7 and the 3 is a 10, just like your will, just like your 10 of Pentacles. So we see that changing right now. You coming out of the code. Money's not going to be so tight right now. You're going to be able to reconnect with some family and friends around you, and be able to hang out and really enjoy your birthday this year. You may not be able to enjoy it exactly on your birthday, but maybe the weekend before or the weekend after, or maybe on your birthday you'll be able to plan to do something a little later in the spring or in the summer, and that'll be your birthday treat. But we see you coming out of this impoverished feeling like you're alone, you're cast out, you don't have enough family, friends, and support around you. You didn't have enough finances. We see these cycles ending. Okay, we see courtship. So many of my Aries out there are going to find themselves potentially connecting with another fire sign or maybe even an earth sign. We see a lot of earth energy here and a lot of fire energy for your reading. So we see you thinking about connecting with somebody who's very passionate and very grounded. This could be you and your energy. You could have earth in your chart as well as ample fire as a Aries. But we see you thinking about potentially dating someone dating potentially thinking about dating you. And with the child represented in the poverty card, this could be someone you've known from your childhood, you've known since you were younger, or known at least in a time where you or they were in a more mature period in your life. So we see changes coming in, positive changes coming in your love life. We see happiness coming in. We see potentially a fire sign, an earth sign coming in. We see amazing financial changes for you, Aries singles, during this time period. So don't be afraid to rock it. Make sure you treat yourself, do something nice for yourself, pay yourself first. Continue that self-care. It's really helping you manifest and bring in abundance. But make sure that you open yourself to love for those of you who have done the healing and you're ready for that, because the universe wants to bring some prosperity and some fruitful, prosperous new beginnings in for you singles out there, okay? So make sure you watch the couples reading as well, especially if you're newly or recently separated. I'm finding in each and every one of the readings I've done so far this week that the energy from the singles and couples is flowing through, but there would be tidbits for the singles that may not come up for couples and vice versa. So you might want to get a fuller picture that way. Also, Aries, don't forget, if you have some questions or comments, leave it down below. You never know, you might be the person selected to get a one card reading, to get your question answered in the comment section. Alrighty, so wrapping up for our singles, we have Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess affirms your spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your inner light never fades and cannot be tainted. Release stories of guilt, shame, and judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize your divine beauty and be more of yourself and shine your loving divine light in the world. Okay? So, Aries singles, I want you guys to be confident in yourself. Work on your self-esteem and your self-care during this time. We saw a little concern, research, maybe a little worry here, and a magician card, not feeling like you are enough or have all the tools, but the universe is saying, yes, you do. You're going to be able to have love and happiness and wealth. You're going to be able to stand as an emperor, pillar of an industry, pillar of your own business, a pillar of your own life coming up very soon. So have confidence in yourself, okay? Don't allow anyone to have you to believe you are less than awesome, amazing, and deserving of everything that you have worked for, Aries, okay? All I know is Aries get a bad rep sometimes because you're so outgoing, and sometimes people think that Aries are just always so attention seeking and just always need the attention on them, but it's not that. It's often that Aries crave to be able to make other people feel as happy, as passionate as they do about things and about life. So sometimes if Aries come across energies that aren't vibing high, they try to cheer them up. And that gets mistaken sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes, you know. So make sure you're pouring into your own cup and you should expressing yourself to yourself, all that beauty that you have. Remind yourself every day how beautiful you are. You don't need someone else to tell you you're gorgeous inside and out. You don't need someone else to tell you you put out good karma, that you do charity, that you help others, that, you know, you're awesome, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're funny. You are all those things. Have confidence in yourself, Aries, okay? So, Aries couples, let's see what you're vibing with right now. My Aries who are married, who are living together, my Aries who are engaged. Let's see what's going on with my Aries in long-term relationships. My Aries who have been together, who are in committed relationships. Okay. And please go ahead, give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. You appreciate my time. I appreciate you guys being here. I do my best to get the videos up. I have a very demanding full-time job, so I really have limited time after I get off of work, or I spend my weekends doing this. So I really appreciate the thumbs up. Most of you guys know how long it takes creators to get all these videos done. It's a very long process. But yeah, I'm here to share my gift, and I hope you guys are vibing with me and resonating. But hey, if something doesn't apply, don't try to force to make it fit. Just let the timeline flow like it's meant to flow for you. You know, everybody, we're all living in our own individual lives, our own um, path. So, okay, Aries couples, let's see what we got going for you. Okay. All right, Aries couples, we see the Queen of Swords, which is represented by the painter in this card. We see an emotional energy during this time within your relationship, around your relationship, where someone may be trying to be very forceful about their will, their wishes, and the way they want to be seen by others outside of the relationship or seen by their spouse. We see the energy within this situation wanting to almost rewrite history, rewrite a situation so that they come out looking a little nicer, look a little less mean for doing something or saying something, and just basically a little bit of the manipulation in this card, trying to change facts. We see a little bit of gaslighting and narcissism represented when we see the painter come out. So be cautious and aware of that within your relationship. For my Aries out there, that someone within the relationship is going around potentially gossiping or retelling a story in a way that it didn't actually happen, and they're doing so intentionally. They know exactly what happened, okay? They just want to paint a picture and look different to the community or to your family or friends. Then their actions will actually allow people to view them as. So be cautious of that energy around you. We see many of our Aries enjoying pleasures together, going out on dates, enjoying intimate times together. We see many of you might potentially be in an interracial relationship, um, but you're enjoying your passionate times together, going out on dates, trying to, reconnect emotionally, physically, and spiritually. We see some of our Aries in a very fertile period right now. So you could be working towards having children. That could be what this passionate, pleasurable energy is about. But we see you enjoying your birthday period, or your spouse who may be an Aries or with Aries in their chart, enjoying the celestial year and really enjoying the fruits of their labor, enjoying life, having the abundance to do so, the time to do so, and putting enjoyment as a top priority. We also see new starts happening here for my couples, new beginnings. We see some of my couples getting pets. We see some of my couples starting over after losing a family member, a pet. Um, we see some of my Aries who have experienced some sort of a loss that caused you to be in a contemplation period. We see you shining through, picking up the pieces, moving forward, finding the pleasure and the happiness in life, and just kind of trying to create a new start for yourself. But this is a nod for the universe to say, hey, don't be foolish about these new starts. Don't take unnecessary risks. Always look over your shoulder, look behind your back, and understand that they are always with you, supporting you in every step of the way. If you feel like you need more help and more support, then go ahead, call on your angels, your guides, do Reiki, do medication, call on your ancestors for help and assistance through any times that might be troubling, or any new start that may make you feel a little nervous about it. Maybe you're starting a new school, you're moving to a new location, you're starting a new job, things of that nature. Anything that you may be meeting the in-laws for the first time, things of that nature, you'll be okay. Just have confidence in yourself, ask for universal support, keep your energy protected and clear. For my Aries couples out there, and you guys are going to be just fine. We see happiness. This card came out for you singles out there. We see this new start being happy, abundant. We see some of you who may have been separated because of travel or different things coming back together with your spouse. We see relationships reconnecting and being firmer and happier than they were previously for people who may have disconnected temporarily from their spouse. We see joy and happiness during this time of your birthday for my Aries couples out there. We see you spending time with family and friends, jovial times, getting out in nature. Some of you may even be taking a trip to the West Coast, enjoying, time in Northern California for your birthday. Some of you may even be, this may be on the opposite coast, this may be New York. Some of you may be enjoying trips for your birthday, going to visit family, friends, former colleagues, and things of that nature. So we see this being a very emotional, fulfilling time for my Aries couples after some struggle, some strain. We see you bringing pleasure back into your relationship, happiness back into your relationship, and starting fresh and new, leaving the past, baggage in the past, and giving your love a chance, a rebirth, a restart. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So this reading so far is just mostly about emotions and love from my Aries couples predominantly. So, but that's lovely. Looks like a new start in love, a re-spark in love, okay? So we have the Six of Winter here. We have great changes that are coming up for you and your partner. Again, I just said you guys or potentially be traveling, but we see you guys moving away from troubled times, hard times. We see great times coming in for my Aries who are coupled or recoupling again. We see you guys traveling, making new starts, starting off fresh. We see you guys maybe purchasing a new leasing a new apartment, purchasing a new condo or home together, just for a fresh start, fresh energy. We see you guys moving forward, making steady progress towards your goals. So continue to be confident in your relationship, in yourself, and in your goals, because we know all relationships have ups and downs. Sometimes people separate and come back and get together much stronger, you know. And we see Aries have gone through a little bit of stress and strain in their relationship, but positive changes are on the way. Okay, listen to your intuition, trust yourself, make sure you're putting yourself first, Aries. Okay, you have to fill your cup before you can fill anybody else's. You have to love yourself 100% before you can love someone else and receive love 100% reciprocated, you know. So make sure you're putting yourself first, you're doing your self-care, that you're not giving from an empty cup during this time period. Okay, but make sure you're nurturing yourself and your spouse, and you're allowing them to nurture you as well. Okay, open your heart, do some grounding, um, energy work if you need to. Go out in nature, go by the beach, go sit by on the grass, go get some fresh air if you can. Do things that help center you and ground you. If you like to take bubble baths, do so. If you like to take walks and you can, do so. If you like to relax with a great movie, a good meal, whatever it is you like to do that brings you self-care. If you like a manicure, facial, massage, the things that you can afford to do that bring you self-care, even if you do those things at home, do so. It'll recharge your energy. It'll bring you confidence. It'll tap into your intuitive self. It'll help you bring up that intuition and hear your intuition more clearly, more freely, and loudly, so you can make these decisions that you need to. Okay, so the only thing holding you back right now is not making up your mind or feeling a little trapped in between two choices. So Aries, really, your life, your free will. No one else can tell you what to do. These readings are just a highlight of the main energy. So if you need a personal reading, go ahead and book it below. You need some Reiki to help align, to come kind of get some answers from your intuition, go ahead and book it down below, or leave your question. You never know, you might be the person that gets the free reading. But go ahead and make a choice. Listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. Quiet yourself, quiet your soul when you can. Even if you can only steal a couple of minutes away a day, just think on the subject. If you need to make pros and cons lists, go ahead and do so. Do whatever you need to help balance the scales, to help you come to a conclusion about which direction you want to go moving forward, because the universe is saying they're here to fully support this happiness and this abundance, okay? Plus, it looks like a really great spring. It looks like you're going to be going on a few small trips. You may be taking a big trip. You may be traveling. You and your spouse may be relocating, getting a mobile home, taking trips in a mobile home that you may be renting. You may be moving homes, purchasing your first home, purchasing your first apartment together, things of that nature. So give me a thumbs up, Aries. Hey, we have the wealthy man. This could be you or your spouse, but we see troubled times coming to an end. We see abundance coming in. This could be boss. This could be somebody in business and industry that's going to help you with your business or help you get to school, get in school, help you with a project, help you with funding. This could be a banker. This could be, again, your spouse or this could be your energy, but we see wealth and abundance and stability coming in for you during this time frame. It could be, a father helping you, a father-in-law, things of that nature. It could be an official person coming in saying, "Hey, you overpaid this bill. We're coming in to give you your refund," or "Hey, you just won this jackpot. You won this lottery." We see good news coming in the form of a wealthy man, potentially older than you. Both of these cards break down to a four, so we see that being stability, stable, financial. These men are coming in highly aspected. They're not coming in with any funny business. They're really coming in to help and assist the situation and assist you couples, okay? And again, this could be someone around your family, a family member, a neighbor, a friend, a colleague. This could be your spouse. But we see money coming into the household, okay? So, wrapping up for you Aries couples, for the first couple of weeks of April, we have the threshold. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, and unconditional love. You are coming home to love. So, again, self-care. Make sure you're putting yourself first. A lot of you guys are coming to the realization that you spent so much time giving to others and doing for others that you really weren't nurturing yourself. You were bending over backwards to please and help take care of others, and now it's time for you to take care of yourself. For my Aries, you can still do that within a relationship. It's about not losing yourself, not losing your interests, not losing your passions just because you're in a relationship. You don't have to become that person to be in a relationship. It's always important to have your own interests and pursue your own hobbies and things of that nature and have something to call your own. So never forget to put yourself first, pour into your own cup, set time aside just for you to sit with your thoughts if that's all the time you can spare. Do things for yourself. Make yourself facials. Many of you have things in your kitchen where you can do body scrubs and facials right at home to make you feel relaxed, comfortable, and put it on, pop on a movie, paint your nails, enjoy yourself, Aries. You have fantastic things coming in for you and your spouse. And for you singles out there, you can potentially have a fire sign or earth sign coming in to match your energy, to bring some goodness into your life. So be aware for that. And thank you so much, Aries, for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, you like, and subscribe.